Right now at noon, an escaped prison inmate has been captured in Bourbon County, Kansas. We'll have the details.
And temperatures warming up on schedule once again as we cruise to temperatures well above average, but that's about to change. All the latest in your forecast coming up.
Plus, Special Olympics Kansas holds their first ever Unified Youth Summit.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
Good afternoon, and thank you for joining us on KOAM News at Noon. I'm Caitlin O'Shaughnessy. We begin this broadcast with breaking news. The Bourbon County Courthouse and Fort Scott City Hall went into lockdown but has now reopened after an escaped inmate was recaptured Wednesday morning. According to the Bourbon County Sheriff's Office Facebook page, Melvin Foley, 54, escaped from custody at about 10 a.m. Official county and Fort Scott City government Facebook pages posted that Foley was taken back into custody at about 10:45 a.m. Online jail records show that he was booked into the Bourbon County Jail on August 24, 2023 for a number of charges including burglary and criminal damage to property. Authorities arrest a Webb City, Missouri man for 3 counts of possession of child pornography. Charles Tyler was arrested following an ongoing child exploitation investigation. Tyler admitted to downloading and possessing child pornography on his computer. He is being held in the Jasper County Jail on a $50,000 cash bond.
And we've got ourselves another warm one across the area. Temperatures on their way to once again being 10, maybe even 15 degrees above average out there. Quick look outside. Our camera on top of the Cornell Complex, downtown Joplin. We got that light breeze, but it's still out of the southeast, I think, at this moment. And so regardless, it's still bringing in some of that warm air. It's what's been keeping us warm. MoDOT camera, 30-second range line, ample sunshine, not many clouds out there at all. In fact, all the clouds out to the west. This, it does that to me every so often. It did not load yesterday's low, but I can tell you that it was relatively close to average again, just a little above. It's our high temperatures that are getting up there, so we made it officially up to 69, so 10 degrees off of where we're supposed to be, and not that far off of a record, kind of splitting the difference here on that. As we look outside real quick, in Joplin, we are sitting at 69, Pittsburgh sitting at 67, so of course temperatures continuing to warm out there for us. And around the area, 68 Yates Center, 69 Neodesha, 68 Parsons, Fort Scott, Nevada, Lamar, 69 Carthage, Miami, Welch, Grove, Veneta. So temperatures pretty warm. You just saw in the almanac where our average high is supposed to be. We'll have some partly cloudy skies as we go through the evening and overnight, then some clear skies in some locations as well. Just kind of be hit and miss clouds. Temperatures though remaining mild, hanging on through the 50s as we head later into the evening and eventually about 49 by midnight. We are anticipating some fairly big changes in this forecast in terms of temperatures and precipitation chances. We'll take a full look at that forecast here in a few more minutes. Caitlin?
Thanks, Chris. Well, Fort Scott police are investigating the robbery of the local Veterans of Foreign Wars post. Authorities say the VFW post was broken into over Veterans Day weekend. KOAM's Fernanda Silva has the details.
It was because of a call from their internet provider that the robbery at the Veterans of Foreign Wars post was noticed.
I came in Monday to meet them. I noticed that a lot of the drawers underneath the bar was open, and there was an old money box and first aid kit up on the bar. I thought, what the heck is going on?
That was when Matt Crystal, commander of Post 1165, realized what had happened there. According to the police, the burglary happened sometime between the evening of Sunday and the afternoon of Monday. They also say more than $600 was taken.
It just shows what little respect people have. It hurt my feelings pretty bad because we're just barely surviving anyway, and I don't know why they wanted to break in here.
It kind of made me mad, because, it is a place for veterans and stuff, and then somebody breaks in and steals stuff when we're trying to help.
According to VFW, the robbers checked for money on their jukebox and the bar register. They also tried to open a note-safe box using blades, but were not able to open it. On a positive note, VFW members say they've been receiving support from the community, and they're thankful for that.
It brings a little bit of hope to me and or pride that folks are wanting to go out of their way to help recover and to help keep us going. It does make you feel good.
In Fort Scott, Fernanda Silva, KOAM News.
Students from middle and high schools in the Southeast region for Special Olympics received leadership training and participated in sports activities for the first ever Unified Champions Schools Southeast Youth Summit. This was a chance for both students with and without disabilities to learn leadership skills on an even playing field from fellow students that had to go through a process to become a presenter at this event.
I filled out an application last year before we went to summer, and I got an email back within 3 weeks, and it was like, you've been accepted to be a part of YAC. And I was so excited. Like, I love seeing all the athletes. I love building relationships with them.
That's a look at today's top stories and weather in the 4 states region. Up next on KOAM News at Noon. Tensions among lawmakers boiled over on Capitol Hill. We'll have the latest developments. And later, we're making pumpkin dinner rolls in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen. Stay tuned. Republicans and Democrats in the House came together to pass a funding bill to avoid a government shutdown. And while that bipartisanship would normally be a cause for celebration, other tensions among lawmakers boiled over on Capitol Hill. Nicole Killian joins us from Capitol Hill.
The bill is passed.
The House overwhelmingly voted Tuesday night in favor of a two-step bill to extend government funding through early next year. More Democrats supported the measure, with 209 backing it, along with 127 Republicans, a key victory for Speaker Mike Johnson.
Speaker Johnson, how do you feel about the vote, sir?
We're pleased with the outcome.
The vote capped off a chaotic and contentious day on Capitol Hill.
You look like a Smurf here.
From name-calling at a House oversight hearing.
You've already been proven a liar.
Who's proven me a liar? You?
Yes.
Your word means nothing, Mr. Chairman.
To a beef between former House Speaker Kevin McCarthy and Tennessee's Tim Burchett, who helped oust him.
Hey, Kevin, you got any guts?
Jerk. Burchett chased McCarthy after he said he was elbowed.
Elbowed me in the kidneys as he walked by.
You're not kidding me, punch him. I did not shoot anything like that.
You didn't shove him?
No.
You don't buy his explanation?
No, ma'am.
And over in the Senate, former MMA fighter and Oklahoma Republican Senator Mark Wayne Mullen almost came to blows with the president of the Teamsters Union.
If you want to run your mouth, we can be two consenting adults. We can finish it here.
Okay, that's fine. Perfect.
You want to do it now?
I'd love to do it right now.
Well, stand your butt up then.
You stand your butt up.
Oh, hold on.
Big guy.
Oh, stop it.
Is that your
All right.
solution every
Hold it. No, sit down. Sit down. Okay. You know, you're a United States Senator. Sit down.
Active.
Oh, okay. Sit down, please.
Senator Mullen said it wasn't personal and he has no hard feelings. Meantime, Florida Congressman Matt Gaetz has filed an ethics complaint against former Speaker McCarthy over that elbow incident. Nicole Killian, CBS News, Capitol Hill.
And after days of justifying its reasons to enter a Gaza hospital, Israel's military says it is conducting targeted raids against Hamas inside Al-Shifa Medical Center. Tina Cross has the latest from London.
A senior Israeli defense official says at least 4 Hamas militants were killed in a battle at Al-Shifa Hospital in Gaza, and that Israeli soldiers found weapons and concrete evidence Hamas is using the medical center as a headquarters.
When we entered the hospital, there was a small engagement with gunmen, with Hamas gunmen. There was no patients harmed. We're not capturing the hospital or overtaking the hospital.
More than 2,000 patients and civilians are still believed to be inside the sprawling complex, including dozens of newborns. Israel's military released video showing aid being delivered to the hospital. But this doctor says patients on life support had to be moved into hallways after an Israeli airstrike destroyed treatment rooms. Patients on stretchers moved through corridors filled with smoke from shelling. There are similar scenes across Gaza. 4-year-old Ahmad Shabbat lost his parents in the war, and now his legs. His uncle asks, what did he do to deserve this? With Hamas still holding some 240 hostages, families of the captives started a 5-day protest march from Tel Aviv to Jerusalem.
Help us shout, bring them home now, bring our families home now, they don't have any more time.
Family members are demanding answers, why more is not being done to bring their loved ones back. Tina Kraus, CBS News, London.
The White House is now backing the IDF's claims that Hamas and Islamic jihadists have used tunnels under hospitals in Gaza, including Al-Shifa. However, the Biden administration said it does not want to see strikes on hospitals. Still to come on KOAM News at Noon, we see what's cooking with Mr. Food.
When you see how easy it is to make these Thanksgiving rolls, you won't be able to hold back your excitement. Oh, and the pumpkin spice butter that goes with them is to die for.
But first, we've got some changes on the way in our forecast. We've been used to this warmer weather. You better get unused to it. We'll talk about that when we come back. Welcome back to the KOAM News at Noon. So again, today, above average temperatures. Tomorrow, above average temperatures. And after that, things are going to change a bit here in the 4 states. Quick look at the Skywatch storm tracker around the area. Other than a few of those clouds starting to work into some of the northwestern portions of our area, not much going on. Our next weather maker is still well off to the north and to the west out there. And I got to back up pretty far, but it will eventually be making its way into our area as we head into next week. I mean, it's out there. And it's got some stuff, it's got some rain, and it's going to bring it down here. We're going to talk about that here in just a moment and what we're looking at for next week. Right now, MoDOT camera, 32nd in range line. We've got clear skies out there from its perspective, looking pretty good. And if you look off to the far side, if we had our Cornell camera pointed just a little further to the west, you see a few more clouds out there, but we don't have to move this because we have another way to show you where the clouds are. But otherwise, looking pretty good out there. KDOT camera just south of Pittsburgh, also looking pretty good. Plentiful sunshine on the highway here at 12:15 on this Wednesday. But here's our camera at 7th and range line, and it's looking off just the right way, and you can see some of those clouds out there, and we'll see some increasing clouds, but we're really only going to go about partly cloudy as we head into the evening hours. Sitting at 69, so already 10 degrees above our average high for this time of year. West-southwest breeze at about 8 miles an hour. Over in Kansas, 67 in Pittsburgh, west-southwest breeze at 7 miles an hour, and temperatures around the region with that southerly flow continuing to warm. 68, Yates Center, Fort Scott, Nevada, Stockton, Lamar. 69, Neodesha, Chanute, Sedan, Carthage, Miami. So we're on our way to another well above average day. Now, let's take a look down the road. Let's see what's going to happen. We have a low pressure system. It's off in the northwest. As we head into next week, it's going to make its way into our area, and it's going to bring us something very nice, something we absolutely need. It's rainfall. As we head into the beginning of the weekend, the latter half of the weekend, beginning of next week, however you want to look at it, by Sunday evening, here's the showers that are going to start moving in. If you watch on the future track, you'll see that low pressure system right across southwestern Kansas. And you'll see the spiral of the precipitation around where that low is. So we're going to spend the majority of our Monday with rainfall out there. However, look back toward the Rockies. Look out into Colorado, Nebraska. That's snow. That's a fair amount on the backside of this low. Well, depending on exactly how all this plays out, that could be some of what wraps through on the backside of this for us as we head into our Tuesday. And we're still several days out. And as you folks at home know, there's 100 different variables between here and there. But it is something that we'll keep an eye on. If it turns in to some snow on the backside of this system, it won't be a lot. But we could get a few flakes by the start of next week. Something, again, we'll keep a very close eye on. For now, though, hard to believe we could even say that. We're still looking at 70 for the high. A few clouds out there. Southeast breeze 5 to 10. 47 tonight. So, that's about 10 degrees above where we're supposed to be for our overnight lows. South breeze at about 5 to 10. Another day around the 70s tomorrow, but the wind's picking up. Start gusting out of the south at about 25 miles an hour. And we head into our Friday. A little cooler, but normal. Morning sprinkles possible. Cooler on Saturday, but not, not bad out there. Then we get the showers. We get the rain Monday, wrapping up Tuesday morning. Right now, still just same with some morning showers, but it is something we'll keep an eye on. And as we head toward Turkey Day there, yeah, we're cool compared to now, but we're average. Temperatures back into the upper 50s and sunny skies. But next week's storm system is one we'll keep an eye on. Like I said, even if we did get some snow on the backside of it, It's not really going to add up to much, but it will probably look a little pretty for a moment.
That makes a lot more sense now. You were talking about the S word
The
earlier.
four-letter S word.
The four-letter S word. You had me
it's hard
going in
to,
a different direction there, Chris. But thank you for clarifying.
You have to be careful what you say on TV, and snow is one of those words you got to watch out.
Yes, absolutely. Well, stick around because we're making pumpkin dinner rolls in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen. We'll be right back. It's time to check in with Howard in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen. These pumpkin dinner rolls are too cute to pass up, and the best part is they're super simple to make. They're a great choice for a holiday dinner spread or anytime you want to add a little fall fun to your meal.
With Thanksgiving around the corner, most of us are at the point where we're starting to jot down what we want to serve. And no matter how organized we are, we often forget to put rolls on our list. Well, that's not going to happen this year, since we came up with an idea that's so darn cute, there's no way you could forget about it. We start by thawing a package of frozen, ready-to-bake Parker House rolls, or yeast rolls, on a baking sheet. Once they're almost thawed, yet still cold, we roll them into balls like this. Now, with the palm of your hand, or with the base of a drinking glass, we flatten them slightly. Then with scissors, or a paring knife, we cut 6 slits around each roll, so it sort of looks like a flower. We cover them with plastic wrap and let them proof at room temperature. After they double in size, we'll insert a pretzel stick in the center of each and pop them in the oven. When they're golden, serve them up in a bread basket along with some homemade pumpkin spice butter and go to town. With rolls this cute, they're going to be the talk of the table. To get the recipe for our pumpkin dinner rolls along with the butter recipe, simply check out our website. I'm Howard with Kelly in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found a pumpkin-y cute way for you to say, ooh, it's so good.
To find this recipe, along with many others, just head over to our website at KOAMnewsnow.com and click on Mr. Food. Now here's a look at your 4-state market prices.
All right, above average again today, tomorrow, back to average Friday, Saturday, Sunday evening, some showers roll in, and those showers will stick with us from Sunday evening through Tuesday morning. They also kick our temperatures down a bit below average as we fall back into the low 50s.
All right, and Dow, what do you have for us tonight?
Well, a lot coming up at 5. For starters, tens of thousands of people suffer cardiac arrest each year. New research highlights the loved ones of those patients can struggle after the event because they are co-survivors. Plus, we're going to meet a Parsons Middle School teacher who saved a student from choking. And renovations at the historic Washington School in Pittsburgh will add more child care options when it's complete. Hope you join us for those stories. A lot more, of course. It's all coming up on KOAM News at 5.
And that's the news for now. Thank you for joining us on KOAM News at Noon. Have a great rest of your day.